the students, in the last lecture we started the third unit of our telemetry systems, and we started with the modem basic introduction, its block diagram and its type. When we talk about the modem introduction, means modem is a basic gateway device between transmitter and receiver to send the data through the channel. It will perform simultaneously modulation as well as demodulation, means it will work in the both ways. As per the block diagram, in modem we have digital interface and line interface to connect the modem with the outer world, whether a control unit to control the processing part of the modem and transmitter and receiver section as modulators with demodulators and modulators. Then we talk about the modem types, and as per the various classification criteria such as operation mode or synchronization or the lines, there are 3 types of modulation modem types, and starting with the operational mode we have half duplex, full duplex or simplex type of modem used. Similarly, on the basis of the synchronization we have synchronous and asynchronous modem. In synchronous modem we talk that we studied that we use phase modulation scheme, but when we are talking about asynchronous modem, it is going to use the FSK, means frequency shift keying modulation technique. So, in this lecture we are basically going to concentrate on the various modulation techniques, and to start with that techniques I want to tell you brief description about the modulation. When we are talking about the modulation, modulation means you are going to modulate a carrier as per the instantaneous value of the message signal to convert that low frequency signal into the high frequency signal, so that its power can be increased and it can travel to the long distance. There are some another benefits of modulation are also there, such as the frequency translation that is required for the multiplexing part, such as the reduction in antenna height, because for the low frequency signal wavelength is high, and because of high wavelength antenna height is quite high or antenna will be very large. To make a small size antenna, you also use frequency translation, in which you convert the low frequency data into the high frequency, and when that high frequency data is utilized for the antenna making, its because of its wavelength is very small, the antenna length is also very small. So, this is the basic definition of the modulation, and as the modem working confirm that modem is basically modulation and demodulation part, and in that modulation whether we have a analog signal or digital signal, as per the analog signal or digital signal we have 2 types of modulation. First one is analog modulation, second one is digital modulation. When we are talking about analog modulation is further classified into 4 types, that are amplitude modulation AM, phase modulation PM, frequency modulation FM, and pulse analog modulation, means that you know that when you are using a carrier signal for the modulation part, that is pulse analog modulation. So, these are the analog modulation schemes. Further, that pulse analog modulation scheme are divided into 3 types: pulse amplitude modulation, pulse width modulation and pulse position modulation. Similarly, when we are talking about the digital modulation scheme, first of all we have shift keying technique. Shift keying techniques or we have waveform coding techniques. In waveform coding techniques, we have PCM pulse code modulation, DM delta modulation, DPCM, PCM, DM, ADM, that are all waveform coding schemes. In the previous lectures of this lecture series, I already told you about PCM, PAM, DM and DPCM. Similarly, when we are talking about the shift keying techniques, it is further divided into ASK amplitude shift keying, PSK phase shift keying, FSK frequency shift keying. Other than that, QPSK, MSK sorry, other than that shift keying techniques are always utilized. So, when we are talking about the modulation techniques that are used by the modem, that are mainly phase modulation, these ASK, FSK, PSK and combination of that is QPSK, and also the hybrid technique, that is the most important, QAM, quadrature amplitude modulation. So, to understand this quadrature amplitude modulation, first of all we started with this AM part. So, when we are talking about the modulation techniques, information such as sound, images, digital data can be transmitted from one point to another using radio waves, and that is done by the modulation of a RF signal with a carrier with the information to be transmitted, and the modulation is basically a variation of one or more property of a RF signal to represent the information being transmitted. So, this is about the modulation technique introduction. So, these are the first three analog modulation technique in which we have amplitude, frequency and phase modulation. When we are talking about the AM amplitude modulation, in AM basically we are going to change the carrier amplitude. You can see that in this diagram the carrier amplitude is going to be changed, but the carrier and phase information of the carrier will be kept constant. In the frequency modulation, you are changing the frequency of the system, and you can see here that at this part frequency is low, whether here frequency is high, because the number of cycle increased in a particular time, and as per the frequency definition, number of cycle in per unit time. Then third one is phase modulation. As I told you in the previous lecture, phase modulation is used in the synchronous modems, that is about the information of phase change. You can see here the phase information is going to be changed as per the instantaneous changes in the message signal. So, amplitude and frequency in that case are kept constant. So, this is the basic modulation, analog modulation technique. Then moving towards the digital modulation technique, as I told you, in the asynchronous modem we use FSK, that stand for the frequency shift keying. This is also known as digital to analog conversion, because what you are doing, actually you have a digital data in this form, you are using a sinusoidal carrier signal to modulate this signal, and after this you are getting these three types of FSK, ASK and PSK. When you are talking about the FSK, that is frequency shift keying, you can see that as per the number of bits, as per the bits are changing, means you are using 1 or you are using 0, you can see here that at this time for the 0, this is the signal and its frequency is low, but when we are talking about 1, its frequency is high because number of cycle in per unit time is high. Similarly, when we are talking about the ASK, you can see that for 0 amplitude is high, whether in the 1 amplitude is low, means there is only a change in the amplitude of the signal. So, sometimes it is also known as on off keying technique. Then third one is the phase. You can see that the original phase is maintained for the 0 part, but when it is 1, that part is again changed. So, you can see that phase information is going to be changed in the digital modulation scheme, that is stand for the PSK. So, in FSK the FSK information is transmitted by shifting between two frequency to represent zeros and 1. In ASK, amplitude shift keying, amplitude of a carrier is shifted between two states of the represented 0 and 1, whether in the PSK the phase of a carrier is varied between two states of the represented 0 and 1 if the phase shift between the two states is 180 degree, the modulation is called BPSK. So, these are the basic 3 shift keying techniques, and why we are calling it shift keying techniques, because keys such as bits 0 and 1, they are playing a role to shift the desired parameter of the carrier signal. That is why that bits are working as the keys and the carrier any parameter amplitude, phase and frequency is shifting. So, in the digital modulation techniques, some kind of these combination is also there, and that is quadrature amplitude modulation. Basically this quadrature amplitude modulation have two properties of PSK and ASK also. Actually, why these hybrid techniques are going to be utilized, when we talking about the any amplitude changing modulation technique, the noise immunity of a amplitude modulation scheme is quite low, because due to the change in the amplitude it is very prone to the noise, and that is why noise is quite easily introduced in the amplitude changing systems. When we are talking about the noise part, phase shift techniques are the most suitable, because in the phase shift keying techniques or the phase modulation schemes, noise immunity is quite high. That is why but in the amplitude shift keying we have some another advantage of bandwidth and related point also. That is why to combining these both two techniques advantages in a one technique, we require this quadrature amplitude modulation. But going towards this quadrature amplitude modulation, we have to understand about the carrier phase, because carrier phase play a very important role in the QAM, because you have PSK as the best, but PSK next technique is QPSK. QPSK में Q is stand for the quadrature part. Quadrature part. Actually, you are using in this technique two carriers, that is the carrier is same, but you are using two phases of the carrier. And why it is required that carrier phase information? Because these graphics represent here, you can see that we have different phase 0, 45 degree, 90, 135, 180 degree, 225, 270 and 315. Basically these graphics represent RF carrier in time domain with different phase relative to one another, and they all have the same frequency and the same amplitude, means frequency and amplitude is the same throughout the phases, but the phase is value. So, assume that the top carrier is assigned at arbitrary phase of value of 0 degree, and the second carrier phase relative to the first one is delayed 45 degree. Then the third carrier is at 90 degree and fourth is 135 and so on. It means there is a carrier phase shift of 45 degree, and that will come to the quadrature and in phase system. Means in this type of modulation scheme we utilize the concept of in phase carrier and quadrature carrier. So, amplitude and phases can be modulated simultaneously and separately to convey more information than the either method alone. but it is difficult to do. Actually in amplitude and phase वो दोनों अलग अलग, they are both making the amplitude and phase and modulated simultaneously, and separately to convey more information we combine both of them, and easier way to separate the original signal, that you use a set of independent component of channel in which one component or one channel is I, that denoted by I is in phase and Q is for the quadrature. Then the I and Q components are considered orthogonal or in quadrature because they are separated by 90 degree, and the I and Q component are summed in a modulator circuit. So, you can understand here you are getting this I in phase channel part, this is the quadrature Q part, actually this is a local oscillator to generate the carrier. In phase part you are directly applying the carrier, but in the Q phase means quadrature amplitude part you are providing that same carrier with 90 degree phase shift, and at the summer part you are combining these both techniques and getting the IQ modulation scheme. So, by this IQ modulation scheme you can understand a single carrier generated by a local carrier, one path is delayed by an amount of time equal to the 1/4 of the carrier, that is why it is about of 90 degree. The two carrier are amplitude modulated, and one is by the I signal and another one is the Q signal. Then the two carriers modulated by added together in the summing circuit, and output is digitally modulated signal whose amplitude and phase are determined by the amplitude of two modulating signals. Means we are using both techniques, phase as well as amplitude. By combining these technique we are taking this QPSK modulation scheme. QPSK stand for the quadrature phase shift keying. If in general I am told you that you are using quadrature means the signal shift among phase stated that are separated by 90 degrees, means you are using in phase and out phase. So, the signal shifted in increment of 90 degree initially from 45 to 135 and 315 to 225. So, basically data into a modulator is separated into two channels called I and Q, in phase and quadrature, and 2 bits are transmitted simultaneously, one per channel. So, in the QPSK what you are actually going to do, if you can understand by this, actually you have a digital input of stream in which you have these signals. What you are going to do, you are going to divide this bit stream into two parts, one is even part and second one is odd stream part, means this is the first bit, second bit, third bit, fourth bit, fifth bit. So, you can identify these odd bits individually, these even bits individually, and now what you are going to do, you are going to modulate these individual even bit stream and odd bit stream by using two different carriers which are quadrature to each other, means one is in phase carrier, second one is a quadrature carrier. So, as per the steps, quadrature means the signal shift among phase that are separated by 90 degree, data into modulator is separated into two called I and Q for the even bit stream and odd bit stream. 2 bits are transmitted simultaneously, one per channel, means one channel is I, one channel is Q quadrature. So, one channel is for the even bit stream, another is for odd bit stream. Each channel modulate a carrier, the two carrier frequencies are the same, but their phase is offset by 90 degree. So, the two carrier are combined and transmitted, and there are 4 state because you are combining 2 bits at a time, because you are dividing into two types, means you have a combination of 2 to the power 4 means 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. So, as per this you can see here the QPSK signal mapping. This is the in phase part, this is the quadrature part, say amplitude. These are the 4 combination possible as 0 0, 1 0, 1 1 and 0 1. So, these are the 4 combination. This is also giving us the quadrature information, and you can see here this is the QPSK constellation. For the symbol transmitted 0 0, you have a carrier phase of 225 and carrier amplitude of 1. For 0 1 it is 135 amplitude 1, 10 315 1 and 11 45. You can see here this is the representation of all. So, when you are going to transfer, you can easily understand by this program. You can see that here amplitude is changing as well as the phase value is also changing for the system. So, when it is going to be represent, you can easily understand these part by these representation. You can see here that in the first part you can see that here for the 0 0 225 carrier phase with the carrier amplitude 1, for the 0 1 it is 135 for 1, for the 10 it is 315 and for the 11 it is 45. So, you can easily understand this QPSK modulation scheme as per the phase changes and as per the carrier changes. So, this is about the QPSK constellation, and in the QAM, in the which the technique which is the most important technique used by the modem system, these QAM technique, that is a combination of that quadrature amplitude modulation. That is why that understanding of that QPSK part is very much required. So, in the modulation technique basics, when we are talking about the used in modem, we have basically phase modulation scheme, PSK schemes, QPSK schemes or QAM schemes. These are the basic modulation technique which are used by the somehow FSK is also used, but these are the most important techniques. So, in the next lecture we are going to concentrate on this QAM part, that is in context with the QPSK and PSK, and also we will discuss the modem protocols. Till the next lecture, thank you so much.